What is good, everybody, and welcome back to Age of Empires 2, Joan of Arc campaign. Last time we were here, we took on Mission 1, an unlikely Messiah. Basically, that was the start of Joan of Arc's story. She's just a simple farm girl, but she still believed in France and what it stood for, and that they can fight back against the English and the Burgundians. Even though most of the French men in the army have lost hope. She's like a single flame. She's like a spark, and she's ready to ignite and inspire the rest of France to fight back. So basically, it was just escort mission last time. We had a few troops join us, join Joan of Arc's cause, and we had to get her to the King of France, I think, or some Duke of France. I don't remember exactly. And she requested a meeting with him or whatever, and they spoke and whatever, blah 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 blah. Now we're here, the Maid of Orleans, I think it's Orleans, no, but I guess we'll find out because they'll probably say it. um yeah, that's kind of it. We'll just hop into the mission.
March 26th, Chinon. It is one thing for a band of dispirited soldiers to put their trust in a teenage girl. It is entirely another for that girl to be given command of the army of an entire nation. We were filled with pride when we heard the Dauphin's heralds pronounce Joan the Maid as commander of the army of France. So that she may look like a general, the Dauphin presented Joan with a great war horse and a suit of white armor. Joan instructed me to look for an ancient sword buried beneath the altar of a local church. I was skeptical, but not only did the man unearth a rusted blade, but we found that the sword had belonged to Charlemagne, grandfather of France. I shall not doubt her word again. Still visible on the hilt was the fleur de lis. Joan adopted the fleur de lis as her symbol and had it blazoned on her battle standard. Wherever Joan goes, the standard goes also. It goes with us to Orléans. The city of Orléans is one of the finest in France, but it is under siege by our enemies, England and Burgundy. It is about to fall. This war has dragged on for 100 years, with precious few French victories. The people of Orléans need a savior. They will receive Joan of Arc.
All right, so nailed at least one pronunciation. It was Orleans. So that's kind of neat. She knew that about this old man's sword. Grandfather of France, I guess, is his nickname. So we got our main objectives here. Joan must survive. The cathedral in Orleans must remain standing, and escort Joan to Blois. Blois? 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 Blah. Okay. Blah. So that she may command the French army. We got a pop limit of 125. Restricted to the castle age. Hurry to Orleans before the English can cause much damage. Be wary of English forces south of the river. But do not forget to rendezvous with your army in Blois. Blois. Blow. I don't know. Once the supplies arrive in Orleans, you will be able to build up your forces. Frankish knights are useful for taking care of English longbowmen and siege weapons. Frankish castles are inexpensive and provide excellent defense. Use your market to trade for resources until you can venture outside the city. The English castles have large garrisons. It is best to assemble a large attack force before attempting to storm them. Rich farmland is located west of Orleans, but outside the city walls and are vulnerable. Alright, so our scout report says Joan and her escort is leaving for Orleans. Reinforcements and supplies are waiting for Blois. Finally, the army must reach the city of Orleans across the river and relieve the English siege of the city. The English have divided their army surrounding Orleans from both sides and occupying several castles. To the north is the northern English army, and to the south southern English army. You will need siege equipment to destroy their castles. The Burgundians camp to the east. They're not a real threat at first, but left alone they will train a sizable infantry army.
Duke d'Alençon, milady. I will proudly ride with you to Orleans.
Alright, we got Duke. Whatchamacallit, we lost our other two sirs that escorted us to Chinon, I guess. We lost those guys, so that's good.
Our city needs help. The English are coming.
The English are coming, the English are coming. But I think that's more has to do with not the Civil War of America, but like a war in America. Which war in America? Basically their independence, maybe? War of Independence, perhaps, possibly, maybe, could be that one. I'm scouting around. Is there a way around these guys? Do I have to fight them? Don't really want to. We just go this way. Totally avoid them. Haha, such goobers. That's what we're gonna do. So I think Joan probably needs to get in here. Oh, never mind.
The army of France is yours to command.
Oh yes, sir. Oh yes.
Never mind. These guys have a market. So that could be really useful. Okay, I'll send these guys to go there, I guess. What to find? Where do we have to deliver these carts? Gentlemen. Oh, we have to deliver. Okay, they're supply carts, they're not normal trade carts.
This Burgundian rebel shall not stop us.
Guess we just... What happened to my scout? My scout die? So that'd be rather sad. I guess he did die. He's dead right there.
Hurrah! Jean has brought us supplies. Now we can muster the forces we need to raise one of the English castles.
Alright guys, so there you have it.
Has come. We are saved.
Okay. Sure. So we have made it. We've made it. Into Orleans. And castles are very cheap. They're not the 650. And we got our line of sight of all our allies here. Got Blois, got Chinon. And we have the castles that we have to destroy. This castle looks like it's really slim pickings. So once we get to the castle age, I'm gonna build a castle. And maybe just get a trebuchet and frickin' just set these guys to defend it, and then should be able to take out the castle, and then we'll see what our new objective is if we get a new objective. Alright guys, so it was a slight oversight on my part. I totally forgot that you need the Imperial Age, the 4th Age, to get trebuchets. So that's kind of unfortunate for us, but fortunately for us, Let's just get out of here. And we're victorious, actually. So that's all we needed to do.
That she would be wounded at Orléans. At the height of the battle, an arbalest bolt knocked her from her horse. We could not believe our misfortune. But as we carried Joan away from the carnage, the battle was won. Orléans was free. When we entered the city, the entire population cheered us on from windows, rooftops, and city streets. They fired artillery into the night sky and shouted aloud their nickname for Joan, La Pucelle, the Maid of Orléans.
The Maid of Orléans. So, nice, quick, easy mission. Just rushed in there with some siege rams, like I was about to say, before we got cut off and we just got a victory screen. Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, trebuchets, this will be easy, and then it's like, build the castle, it's like, oh, I can't train any of those till Imperial Age, so just opted for rams, because they were the best option. They had the most pierce armor compared to anything else, and between the mangonels and the ballista hurlers, or whatever, the ballista bolt hurler things, whatever you call them, scorpions, I think that's what they're called. Between those two, they would have been in range of the castle, and they would have just got melted because they don't have very good pierce armor. So just took down the wall quickly, or well, not quickly because they're upgraded, non-upgraded maybe is what I'm looking for. They weren't upgraded rams at all, they're just the base rams, so it took a while to break down the wall. Like, you only saw 3 rams there, but I actually built 3 before, and those 3 died just trying to take the wall out, and then we finally broke the wall down with the second 3 and got in to the castle. Knocked her down pretty good. So, that was mission 2, the Maid of Orléans. And that will do it for today, guys. So, I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to help out the channel, you can like, subscribe, comment, do any and all of those things if you enjoyed the video today. And as we say up here in Canada, peace out!